Hey there, folks. Bill O'Leary coming to you live on this Thursday afternoon, and it is the next installment in our series we call Thirsty Thursday. So those of you that have not stumbled across this series, it is a series where I go live every Thursday at about this time, and I talk about sort of a different topic of interest or things that I see in what I do for a living. So what do I do? I'm an estate planning lawyer, elder law attorney, probate and trust administration, and my firm is Legacy Planning Law Group. And so I like to go live and sort of talk about some of the things that I'm seeing. So if you're thirsting for knowledge, you've come to the right place. So what I'm going to talk about today is I call it the 6 worst assets to inherit. And today's going to be a little introduction, and then after that, I'm going to have for the next 6 Thursdays after today, I'm going to focus on one of the 6 assets each Thursday, so I give it the proper attention and justice. So a little bit of an introduction. Look, leaving some assets to loved ones, depending on the kind of assets, may be more trouble than it's worth, and passing on these problematic assets, it can almost add to their grief after you're gone. So look, the total value of an inheritance is not just a dollar figure. What's actually in an estate, how it's made up, can matter significantly. And sort of the studies show that trillions of dollars will be transferring from one generation to the next in the next couple of decades, but not everyone is going to see their inheritance as a help. For some, it actually might be a headache. The bottom line is that some assets are better to leave behind than others. And so these problem assets, these difficult assets, it might create arguments between family members. Or may have, let's say, hidden cost. And sometimes the fact is that a lot of times kids don't want your stuff. They just don't want your stuff. So how can you prevent these problems from happening? Well, I would suggest by engaging in what's called thoughtful estate planning. A lot of people leave their estate planning to the last minute, or they don't get around to it at all. So for family harmony and for sort of efficiency, start your planning early. Start it early with an attorney or estate planning expert. And that way, we as the estate planning attorney, we get a head start to get to know your assets, your estate, your family dynamics. And in doing so, we help you identify any potential problem issues. I also find that children and other young family members, they're more likely to sort of respect a parent's wishes if they hear about them in person, even if it's something they may not like. Better to hear about it in person versus finding out from a document after you've died and they're in the grieving process. They often don't process that terribly well. A professional can also help you start adjusting your assets to those that might be of a type that may be more effective and less problematic to leave. In my experience, the best kind of asset to leave behind is cash, hands down. Brokerage accounts also are good too because they're so easy to value and divide up. Everything else just gets more complicated. So again, over the next 6 weeks, I'm going to talk about really the most difficult assets to inherit and what you can help ahead of time, what you can do to sort of minimize those problems. So again, I'm going to talk about one asset each week. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about some of these difficult assets to inherit and maybe how we can help, we'd love to talk to you. So as we always sort of conclude in these Thirsty Thursday talks, we invite you to go ahead and schedule a free 15-minute phone call with us. It's called our Discovery phone call. And scheduling could not be made any easier. Just go to our website, legacyplanninglawgroup.com, click on the blue Book Your Free Call button. Boom, you'll get taken straight to our booking calendar. Just pick a day and time that works for you, and that 15-minute call is complimentary. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd ask that you like it, or if you're so inclined, share it with your friends to broaden the reach. And if you'd like to know more information about other topics relating to the things we handle, estate planning, elder law, probate, and trust administration, and the like, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Legacy Planning Law Group. So I hope you've enjoyed this talk about the 6 worst assets to inherit, this being the introduction. As I said at the beginning, I'm going to give another talk next Thursday at about this same time as part of the Thirsty Thursday series. So if you are thirsting for knowledge, we will quench your thirst, as I like to say. So Bill O'Leary signing off for now, and on behalf of everybody here at Team Legacy, go make it a great day, and if you can, make it a better world.